Hey y'all, it's me. I'm back. Every time I say it's Jenny, I'm thinking like, who else? Who else would it be? Who else would it be on my channel? But welcome back. I wanted to do a flip through of this so I can get this mailed off. I had said on the prior flip through, not exactly where I've been, but I had said how I've missed you, and I will be filming a little more regularly now. I'm not at home, so I do not have my ring light and lighting set up here right now. So I hope there's no shadows. I hope it's not too bad. But I want to get these shown so that whoever's watching can see their journal while they're waiting on it to be mailed to them. I did mail out some Friday, and I finished making some more over the weekend. I'm making a couple more today, tomorrow, and through this week, and now I'm officially taking orders again because I'm at the called up point. So just message me on Instagram. I'm sorry, I will link it below, but it is Jen's Junk with 2 N's _ junk _ so that's Jen's 2 N's _ junk _ and this was a I feel like I'm new at this now because I've been gone for so long. I apologize, but this was someone else that had also ordered a journal previously, and then she had ordered for her daughter. Her daughter had wanted one immediately after she had ordered, so this is for her. And so I love this journal, but this was a challenge as well because I had a list of the things she loved, but it was a mix. It was a pretty wide mix of things, so I tried to piece it together thanks to my niece who had stopped by to visit. She liked the farmhouse, she liked the dandelions, she liked I don't know, the beach, cows, things like that, but she also liked like the dream catchers, the leather, the boho, and so I was like, oh, well, I didn't know really the boho at first, really. I should have caught that with the dream catchers and the leather, but so my niece kind of was like, why don't you go, I would have never put this trim with this fabric, but it worked, and I was like, oh my goodness, because my favorite colors together in the summer, watercoloring or whatever, scrapbooking, whatever, is yellow, orange, and pink. I love those colors together. But so we thought a boho chic kind of vibe would work. So I hope that this is very, very eclectic again, but I do hope this, I hope she's happy with this, but I believe she will be. I did not count the pages before this one. This is a pretty thick one. I'll have to put below the number of pages, but it is also a 2 signature in a soft spine. It is a hidden spine, and then I put a ruffle here, and then stitch this ruffle around to the back, and then just put a little piece of this trim here, and this piece of this little flower here, and it's just loosely tied with this banana dyed yarn from Victoria Gypsy Girl, and just some satin blush pink ribbon I thought was pretty. So this is backed with wallpaper on the fabric, and the spine is reinforced. The signatures are stitched to the spine that is like a thick upholstery fabric that is a soft blue and yellow. And I stitched those on like triple. They may look like they're going somewhere, but they're not, I promise. I even tacked one down right here after the fact with a needle, just so you wouldn't think it's going anywhere, even though it might look like. So yeah, so that I did a hidden spine in this one, so you don't see the stitching on the outside. So she likes the lemons. So the first page is that beautiful Maggie Holmes lemon. I love that paper. Today is the day. I put a footprints. Oh, I meant to put one of these in the last journal I showed. I'll try to remember, but I've already packaged. Maybe I put one in her goodie pack. She liked the beach also. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. I did some stenciling here. She is more precious than rubies. You know, all these translations are different, so I tend to say she's far more precious than, you know. And y'all, each journal that I show, obviously, are different price points, different, you know, journals. But I know a lot of you are new, and you may be like, well, why is her journal bigger? Why are they different? Even though it's a soft cover, even though it's 2 signatures, they're all different. That's what, you know, the custom order, I mean, you know, when it's custom orders, they're just different. Every journal, they're different. So, but I think y'all probably realized that by now. But so I washi taped this vintage paper here, and to reinforce it because it is like a vintage ledger type paper, so that it wouldn't rip when I stitched it in. I stamped courage here. I put a little ruffle up here and some bling. She'll be getting a goodie package also, so she'll have little garment pins where she can put some charms wherever she would like. Here's a coffee dyed Rolodex card that my sister, again, thank you so much, Carrie. What a blessing. She had coffee dyed me some extra things with the paper, or tea dyed when she did. This says, I believe who you say I am. And I just made this little tag and stamped grow to go in there. I put just a page with daisies and some herbs here. Some ledger. Here's some, I think this is dandelions in a field with a little church, I think. I looked for a lot of dandelions. That's my favorite, and daisies, but it was hard. I made this little envelope for this one with the bees, and then just put some ephemera in there. And while I love these beautiful big paper clips, they're confusing to me how to put on. I did send one of, whether it's a camera, a star, a heart, whatever, I sent one of each of these in with the goodie packages that are coming out. I do believe the most recent ones. Here's a little corner tuck, and I just stapled and covered it with washi, some little Indian sari fabric there. Here's a little gardening page. Some vintage stamps. I just made a little cluster here on this tea-dyed envelope and just put some fun little bits in here and a little Bible card. This is out of an old herbal book. I had to really reinforce this. I used some lemon washi. And I just tucked some things in here. I believe she has 2 children. I don't know what color their hair is, but I just thought that was so cute, and I just stitched around that. This pocket may be a little fragile because I had stitched that down like twice, and I covered up this middle of the signature by gluing it shut. But you can always rip it out if you don't. Just don't rip out down past here. I would cut it so you don't tear the signature center. That would be bad. Here's just a little received from ticket, and then here's the other envelope right here, and then I just made a little cluster here, and then I just put choose to shine. Everything has beauty. My everything. I haven't posted, I don't believe at this time. I don't know when this will go up, but before the 4th, I had recorded a video, filmed a video that of some happy mail I got from a precious, sweet new friend, Arlene, and I was showing her work, and I will still post that, but I can't decide if I want to leave in some of the things I said or if I want to edit some out. But anyways, she had inked a lot of things in gold, and she inspired me so much when I was working on this to do that. And it is so beautiful, but it is definitely, I know Lynette does this some in hers, but Arlene did like in her whole journal, and it was absolutely beautiful. And y'all will see. You will see her work soon enough. It is beautiful, but I will post that video too very soon, either probably tomorrow, hopefully. But so I was just gold ink happy when I was making this one. So it was inspired by Arlene, which is Gingy's Journey on Instagram, and I will try to link that below as well. But I did some more of that gold inking here. And then here's just some journaling cards that I just embellished at the top and made a double belly band right here to cover up that blank white space. Some daisies. I figured if she liked dandelions, she probably liked daisies. Oh, well, I thought that was dandelions in the field, so I made a little corner tuck here and just put a blank note card here that I thought she could use. And then here's a page about dandelions. So just did some ink stamping there, just with the flourish kind of stamp. I made her a shaker out of some pink and gold and green. And this was another coffee dyed sleeve. My sister, she had coffee dyed some of these also, which I've never thought about dyeing these before, and I like this in this journal. So I had to washi tape that hole shut and then stitch it twice to make sure those didn't come out. So those will stay. You can't stick anything down in there, but you can look at it and put a photo right here or on top and then journal behind it. Or you could glue it down and make a pocket behind it. So there's praise, there's more stenciling. Another pocket, little flowers and some vintage lace. I'm with you always. Second signature. I love this poking out of the side. Again, if the video where I'm opening my Happy Mail, that clock goes off quite often here at my mom's, but we will have to get used to that for right now. So I will learn to pause this and start it again, but for now, just listen to the tunes and be happy. Okay, so it's the little things, happy days. Yeah. Huh. Okay, so begins this wonderful adventure. And here's some more amazingly dyed paper. Here's a little snippet I had made, or a cluster, and I picked out the word dandelion so that I could hopefully fit more dandelion in here. But I love using this little piece of this scarf in the back like that, especially on the beachy ones. And there's just a vintage rose book page that I use often. Here's some little feathers. They're cartoony or watercolor type feathers, but I feel like that glammed it up some, so I like that. Especially if she Bible journals, she'll like that look. She does sing, I believe, or I know she does. So I put this, it's not obviously the modern version of this, but you know, I mean, if you sing, you sing. So it was probably from the 70s because they kind of look like the Brady Bunch here singing, which is coming back in style. So hey, you know. So this is always know in your heart that you're far bigger than anything that can happen to you. And this is just a little coffee dyed cluster of things and inked up. And this is some inked up, I meant some coffee dyed here with some gold trim. Here's some little seashells here. An off stamp of part of the butterfly. I just made this little cluster and put buttons here with some lace on to cover up the shadow of that butterfly. I put he lives right here. He doesn't live right here, but I put a stamp of he lives right here. Okay, so I inked that with gold again. Thanks, Arlene, again for that inspiration at Gingy's Journey. And then I just made this little card with this little cluster, this moth with some gold thread behind it, and put enjoy the little things on the back. And then this was thin paper from like years ago, so I just made a pocket out of it and just stitched up the side to make it thicker. Put this brown trim. I stamped Hope there. I don't know how that became ombre. It was a regular color stamp, but it did, and it turned out beautifully. She loves the beach also, and she loves cows, so it's really neat that this side of this page is the beach and this side of the page is the cow. This happens to me often if y'all watch my flip throughs, so I really think that's neat. This I just did. It was just a happy accident. I know that like Jessica, I'm a cool mom, had showed us, the other day how to do these, but I found the easy way to do these. Like, I have a square punch. I don't know why I've never thought of doing that. I've been downloading free printables for these things, but what I did was took my flower cards, and I will do a tutorial for these very soon, but I have the stamp like this, the stamp punch. And I was just trying to punch out some little flowers to put, I don't know, I put them somewhere in here. And then, but it made like that, so I trimmed it down to make a little Polaroid picture. So I thought, well, that is cute. And these were just offcuts of just some packaging. I don't really think these fit, to be honest, right here very well, but it was just some little pieces of that I flower punched. In fact, I think I'm just going to stick these in a pocket, but those turned out really cute. And to put a word across the bottom, yeah. I'm sure someone else has done that. Oh, here it is. But usually you have to download the printables that I've found. Other than Jessica, at I'm a Cool Mom, she had cut hers. Here it is. So I was just trying to get these punches because I was giving her some ephemera. And then I coffee dyed the back of the rest. It made 3 different things. So I am going to do my first little tutorial of how to do something. It's going to be these things. And so I coffee dyed the other part of these, and so she can use this for a journaling card. And I'm going to stick these little things down in here too. Now this bag was the center of this signature, so it's like a 1, 2, 3-way bag. So here's an embossed butterfly card. I hope I'm in frame. In the center there, and you can glue this center if you don't want 3 bags and make just 2 or 1. And then here's just some vintage, I don't know, some type of something I got at an estate sale. So I couldn't find any cow playing cards that I had, but I had these farmhouse type little horses on a farm with flower. I mean, who doesn't think that's serene and beautiful? So here's the rest. Here's the little cow on that. So here's a vintage flashcard. I love this little trim. The other side of that pocket folded up that I sewed. And this was a frame already made from just a collection of something. The other side of that Maggie Holmes paper with the shells. I put some more of that ruffle that I had made, and you can hang some of your little dangles and charms. I left that for y'all to do this time because I thought it would be fun. I included the beads, I included the little, dangles, so I made the little garment pins. So I made a belly band out of this. I stitched it on out of this trim and put a 1980s devotional page. Here's the other side of that music page. Here's the other side of another one of those flower cards. Here's some trim and a little VW bus. And it ghosted through here, but I love it because it's, it's reversible, so it works. I didn't cover it up. Another little cluster of dyed cheesecloth and a cut up doily, music paper. I don't have all of my stuff with me, so I'm kind of having to make do with some of the things I have. Oh, there's some gold pieces. So some of my fabrics I planned on I don't have with me. Here's a little page that says faith in God's, I don't know what faith in God's, I've been trying to read that for a while. Faith in God's timing, but it's faith in God's, I don't know that it's, I mean, it's a quote, so it's not a Bible verse, so I don't know what that, oh, faith in God includes faith in God's timing. Oh, okay. Faith in God includes faith in God's timing. Here's just offcuts of the papers that I used, and then a little notepad. And I glued this bag onto this back page, so you can keep whatever you want down in here. And then that's the end of that one. So this is for Miss Charlotte's daughter, and she probably, I believe, knows that she's getting this, so that's how I will probably, that way she won't be confused and wonder which one's for her. And that I don't want to say the name of the other one because I think it's a surprise. So anyways, so I can say this is for Miss Charlotte's daughter. So thank y'all for watching. I will be back probably more regular for sure on the journals and on my design team projects, and I do want to do a tutorial with that. So I thank you so much for watching. I thank you if you've hit that bell to be notified when I upload anything, since I have been sporadic the last couple of weeks, or I'm sorry, I've been just gone the last couple of weeks from here. But if you've been notified, that means you did probably hit your notification bell, and I appreciate that. And just like this video if you liked it. If you want to leave a comment, go ahead. I love it. And if I don't see it, comment again on the next one and say, hey, I commented on the last one, you didn't comment back, because I'm learning. I am learning this whole thing. So, and it's hard for me to find comments sometimes. If I'll see them, and then I'll be like, where was that comment? I don't remember. I can't reply back now. So anyways, thank y'all so much for messaging me, for asking about where I've been, for praying for me, for being concerned. I do greatly appreciate that. And I did say all of that in my flip through of my Happy Mail, which I don't, like I said, it's a rather long video. I don't know if I'll cut some of it. I don't know if it'll go up before these or after these. But I did say all of that in that. And I do greatly appreciate y'all messaging me, and just, some of you just felt like, you know, you needed to pray for me, and I appreciate that. So, for you obeying, thank you, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day and week. Talk to you later. Bye.